Here on KT's Hypotheses, our good friend Kyle, the self-titled ultra-smooth, money-making ladies' man, frowns upon our gaming and deems it a waste of time. But despite that, he's here with us today to give us his best synopsis of video games that he's never played or even heard of. He's going to do this strictly by title alone without having done any research. So before he loses interest and takes off with our lunch money, let's see what title we have in store for him today.
Go get a job. Go invent something. Y'all a bunch of nerds.
Do you want me to speak a little bit about my relationship with video games?
I do.
Because there's no relationship. And there's no relationships for people who play video games.
Well, to be fair,
Y'all a bunch of nerds.
Kyle and I have known each other for a very long time, and we used to play Star Fox 64 together and listen to Sugar Ray.
Yep.
That sounds like the most perfect combination somehow.
Yeah, we were kids. And then I grew up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But he still listens to Sugar Ray.
It's a great
And
song.
I don't. So who grew up, Kyle?
Yeah.
I mean, I still listen to Sugar Ray, unironically.
So my backstory with video games, as I was telling Eric, is after the days of Star Fox, which I loved, which was great. I started to become a young man, and what happened was I started mowing lawns, doing work.
See, I mowed lawns so I could fund more video games.
Well, that's exactly where my history of video games begins starts and ends there. Because I mowed a bunch of lawns one summer, cut them all up, made that cash money, right? Saved that money up because I wanted the new console, Sega Dreamcast.
Oh no.
I sweat for hours mowing lawns, trimming trees, bushes, planting stuff. Told my mom, take me to the store. I got money to spend.
Was this Toys R Us?
No,
KB Toy Works.
I think it was something along those lines right
KB
there.
Toys.
Some failed toy store. Anyway, I bought my Dreamcast with a couple of games.
What were those games, if you remember?
Sonic, of course.
Oh, Sonic Adventure? Hot mess. Loved it.
Yeah.
Hot mess.
I had Crazy Taxi.
Great game.
Hot mess.
Crazy Taxi. And then they stopped making it.
They sure did.
Not too long after I was able to, I spent a lot of time saving up money for that console, and then not too long after, they stopped making games, and I said, fuck it.
What a tragic tale.
Fuck it. Yeah. So that was the last video game that I fucked with, and
It's very fun.
after that,
It's very funny that that the Dreamcast was the tipping point,
it was.
because I could totally see why.
So not too long after that, I had a little heartburn about the Dreamcast thing, and I traded my video games in for pussy. You guys ever hear of it?
I thought you were going to say rollerblades. Traded them in for a pair of K2s.
Nah, I just started dating girls and stuff.
Okay.
Kind of left the video games behind and just never looked back, I guess.
Well, we're really glad to have you here. So, this week, we gave him Dark Cloud.
Yeah.
This is a PlayStation 2 title?
Classic. And if you ask Eric and I, it's one of our favorites.
They didn't make it for Dreamcast?
PS2 exclusive.
Sure
Okay.
didn't.
Okay. So I
They
didn't
didn't make much for Dreamcast.
I didn't spend too much time.
Clearly.
Yeah, you had
knows.
half the games.
Crazy Taxi. I didn't spend too much time on this because, I got adult stuff to do.
yeah, lots of pussy.
All the pussy.
Yeah, I got pussy to eat. And so anyway, Dark Cloud.
Yeah,
Dark Cloud. The game takes place in the future, probably around the year 2069. Digital storage, as we know it, has been completely phased out. Everything is in the cloud. That is, until the cloud went dark. You're an overly fit male, ex-Marine, navigating the post-apocalyptic urban landscape. What happened when the cloud went dark, you might wonder? When the cloud mysteriously developed a conscious mind of its own, it rebelled against mankind. Everything from your credit score, your medical records, music library, and Word documents.
Library.
and Word documents have been erased forever, causing rioting, utter chaos, and anarchy. Your mission? Restore order amongst the population, which has been split into a handful of cartels and cults. Doesn't stop there, you fool. You have to find the building that hosts the renegade Dark Cloud servers and destroy them before the rebellious Dark Cloud hacks into the entire world's fleet of Teslas, rendering environmental friendly transportation obsolete.
Oh, that's incredible.
I'm gonna.
So, Andy,
I'm
you
gonna,
playing this game?
Does it sound like Watch Dogs?
I mean, it's way better than Dark Cloud. I'll tell you that much.
Watchdog with cults, though,
Yeah.
and Cybertrucks.
I would play this.
I would watch a trailer and probably pass.
All right, so all right, so I've never played Dark Cloud, so I think it would be helpful for you guys. Quick synopsis of what the game is actually.
Did I get it right?
It's actually just like that.
That's incredible.
Well, I'm speaking for the first one. The second Dark Cloud is really different, but Dark Cloud 1, it's kind of a period town building, dungeon crawling rebuilder. You have a dark genie that envelops towns and cities into his clutches, and you need to go into the local dungeons and gather back the
That was spot on.
It's
you need
nearly
to
the same.
rebuild the world, essentially.
You do have to rebuild the world.
But nothing to do with online file storage.
No.
Right?
This is a very much so period game. There is no
There
internet.
is certainly not. You essentially
There's
dungeon
no
crawl
Netscape.
to find pieces of the town and the town's people themselves.
Yes. They are trapped
to
in little nuts.
Restore the town to its former glory.
All right,
And
so it seems you have a very good grasp on the end game of video games.
Yeah.
Where you have to rebuild the world. So you're not too far off.
yeah, I could
I did a
definitely
good job,
connect some-
right?
You did a
I
great
did a good
job.
job,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I'm thinking about hitting up David Attenborough and him narrating your entire synopsis of the thing.
Honestly, you could be hired to brainstorm ideas for a new video game.
This was brilliant. I'm saying.
Anyway.
All right, so we had a second game for you.
Yeah.
And that game was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, so Horizon Zero Dawn, it kind of, to me, it seemed like the same game, sort of. In a similar vein to that. So what I was thinking was, the game takes place in the future, probably around the year 2004-20. Mankind has been suffering waves of mutated influenza pandemics. The
Gee.
entire world is under a shelter-in-place order, which proves to do very little to stop the influx of infections. A vaccine has been discovered in the common household product, Dawn dish detergent.
Oh, man.
But it's been hoarded by the global elite. You're an outrageously fit male ex-Navy SEAL. Navigating an infected, zombie-ridden urban landscape. You've been infected and have 18 days of health to break into the heavily guarded global elite headquarters known as the Globally United Association Center, known in the game as Guac. Your mission? Sneak into the Guac. Obtain the vaccine located in the ever-shrinking Dawn detergent reserves. Administer the vaccine to yourself and your loved ones, because when the sun sets on the horizon, there will be zero dawn.
Beautifully said.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Did I get that one right too?
Not even a little bit.
No, there's like robot dinosaurs and shit.
Word.
Yeah, I mean, if
that's
you,
about
if you
all I
Can't win them all, I guess.
If you included robot dinosaurs, you would have been spot on. But
Although I could see that Kyle's Zero Dawn could then spawn the real Horizon Zero Dawn. If you were to fail your mission to gain Dawn detergent, it could wipe out the population,
as we know
in
it.
which you would have to restart as cave people to fight robotic dinosaurs.
Yeah. So I'm pretty good. I pretty much won.
I think he wrote the prequel. I think he was on point.
Yeah, I think Kyle is a winner. Wait, I think now I'm just
just
piecing
400 more
together
years.
the Dawn part of it because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, Dawn dish soap usually has a little ducky on it nowadays.
Yeah, because they save ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn dish detergent is what they use to clean ducks and that are.
So you were cracking up just now for a whole different reason.
I was cracking up
tell.
at the whole timely thing of
That makes a lot of sense.
of like cleaners and ingesting shit and don't want to get into that.
Gotcha.
I thought Dawn was just kind of a pick of the litter thing to just focus on. Didn't link it to Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, I'm beating this joke right into the ground right now.
You even wash dishes?
Dude, you know me.
I know you do laundry.
You know me. All I do is chores.
Well, Kyle, it was
It's a pleasure to be on this podcast, gentlemen.
It's a pleasure having you.
Lovely having you.
We love you very much.
Yeah, I'm going to see myself out
And
now.
I'm so sorry about your childhood.
Well, it builds character,
It does. You're right. It builds dreams cast into unknown.
Yeah, so I'm going to go do what adults do and not play video games.
Cool.
Eat pussy.
Yeah, eat pussy, and,
Well, save some for the rest of us.
you guys won't need any, trust me.
Yeah, you're right.
Check out the next episode of KT's Hypotheses, where Kyle shares his best guess at Hotline Miami and Celeste. Got an idea for Kyle's next game? Let us know in the comments.